Patrick Mahomes. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Vic now. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Vic. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Too long for a field goal. Too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Vic. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains. Again, it's Vic. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Connects with Kittle underneath. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Play action now, Vick. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. It's a play fake. Now Vick. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chris Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Vic. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. That one caught by Rice. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Vic. This one complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Mahomes now to throw. Got his 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the 1st down.
Handoff now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3rd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, good move. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this defense time at another first down. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down throw coming for Vick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a first and 10 at the 11. To throw, Vick. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and throw for it. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they try with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 20. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Vick running the option left. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now here's Vick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now 2nd and 3. And they'll run with Pacheco. And fights through one man. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. This is Pacheco. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So here's Vick following the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Vick. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the of scrimmage. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Good move at the 30, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. The Chiefs offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st down, Flynn. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers in goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Vic. Ooh, the juke. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Vic operating on 1st down. Open man right side is Rice. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion left goes a tight end. On play action, Vic. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go back to the air here after the INT. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's 1st and 10. Vic to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Vic's throw pulled in by Kittle. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Vic. And he can't get a throw away. Here, timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Vic. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. so good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.